I have been reading The Coming of Age by Simone de Beauvoir this holiday, and I'd never read it before. Maybe I just wasn't ready for it, but I am now. It's all about how people treat elderly people in our culture and in other cultures across history, really, and across the world. It's quite depressing because, well, I always had this kind of image of Plato's Republic where the elderly are considered wise and become those that advise people and basically rule, whereas that is an exception. Lots and lots of countries, lots and lots of cultures, amongst the Indians, for instance, in Northern America and in African tribes, have been very cruel with the elderly and have been in the habit of killing them, essentially, as soon as they became ill or unproductive. And this whole idea of elderly people being unproductive seems to me very contrary to how human existence works. So this is something I'm meditating on while I'm being fairly unproductive on this holiday, and feeling very good about that. It's the kind of life that you imagine people would have when they were retired, and I always imagined that I would retire when I was 60. I worked so hard all my life. I've worked for well over 45 years now, and I think that I had imagined that I would have this sort of easy life after my retirement, but as it happens, my retirement isn't on the horizon, even at nearly 63, and I realized that this is a good thing. It is good to be productive and to stay vital and to stay a contributor to society. It's also very good to take some time out now and then and to really enjoy, being able to do that, to recharge your batteries. But it's absolutely crucial that we do act in a responsible and contributing way in the world, and that we don't just give that up because we've reached a particular age. Obviously, when we do become incapable of continuing to do so, then we must not get in other people's way. But while we can, I think the choice should always be to do it while we can. So I'm all in favour of the elderly working until they can't do it anymore, even though they might want to work a little bit less and take it a little bit more easy, which I think is a good thing, so that instead of feeling like a slave, you feel privileged to do your work. But also that it's a good thing if the older generation can raise the young ones, so that the middle generation can go out to work while having somebody looking after their children. I think that's a very good arrangement, because that is the way to pass on the wisdom of life to the next generation. And I'm sure the older generation and the younger generation have a lot to teach to each other. So I don't think it's a good idea for people like myself to retire and to sit around on a holiday for the whole year. No, I think it's very good that I am making myself write books, teach courses, run a business, think about other people, contribute as much as I can, and I should not feel sorry for myself at all, and I should not feel worthy or virtuous for it either, because I'm having a good life and it keeps me vital and enjoying myself and aware that I live a meaningful life, which I'm sure would be much harder to continue doing if I just gave up and just told myself that life from now on should be one long summer, which of course it never is, so that very quickly you would get pretty depressed about the whole damn thing. So here we are. This is my credo. Work as hard as you can, relax as much and as often as you can, but keep going, keep the world running, keep passing on what you've learned, keep putting it back into the world for other people, and make sure that when you really can't do it anymore, you have a long and productive life to look back on. Be well, my friend. Get to work.